Joining me now, Nicole Neily, Parents Defending Education founder and Speech First president. Nicole, always great to see you. This is really sad, and this is what many people forecast would happen, that especially in these high poverty areas, children would suffer. We can't go back and undo the damage necessarily, but we're not doing anything to try to move forward either and bring those numbers back up.
Right. What worries me is that school is a zero-sum equation. Schools have children for 7 or 8 hours a day, and rather than making up this astonishing learning loss, which, as a side note, most American parents were complaining about for years, and they were told when they wanted to reopen schools, when they said they didn't like virtual school, they were called names. They were called racist. They were called misogynist. They were called sexist. But yeah, we were right. We knew that our children were failing, and rather than making up that learning loss, what we see schools doing now is they're spending that finite time, those finite resources, in doing programming on social justice issues, on activism, on feelings, on social and emotional learning. We want our children to be proficient. We want them to read and write and do math and science. But schools are not doing that with the time they have with our children, and we are going to have a lost generation of American school children.
And Nicole, as these numbers are coming out and the reality of the damage that was done as a result of lockdowns becomes fact rather than conjecture, Dr. Fauci is now saying, nope, I didn't have anything to do with this. Watch this.
Was it a mistake in so many states and so many localities to see schools closed as long as they were?
They always come back and say Fauci was responsible for closing schools. I had nothing to do.
I mean,
let's get down to the facts.
I mean, he was pro-lockdown. He was for everybody staying home so as not to spread the virus. He was for masks. He was for all of these different things. And now that we're seeing the evidence that it's actually harmed our children, he's rewriting history.
It is absolutely rewriting history, and we are sick of being gaslit. We remember him saying schools have to be closed. A few weeks ago, he said, yeah, of course there was going to be collateral damage. This is not a break a few eggs to make an omelet kind of situation. Again, we have a lost generation of American school children that just stopped showing up during the pandemic, and this disproportionately hurt disadvantaged students. So the same people, equity warriors who have been screaming DEI from the rooftops for 2 years, are the same ones that have disproportionately hurt those students. How dare he?
And Nicole, this is going to be a huge issue going into the midterms as well, especially for parents, for suburban mothers. Those were people who, switched their vote and left the Trump camp, some of them, to vote for President Biden. But the midterms are in some ways going to be a referendum on Biden and the Democrats in general. On CBS, there was a parental focus group, Republicans and Democrats, and they both sounded off on this issue. Listen.
We should be pushing the actual school studies. Math, social studies, science, not, gender studies or sexual identifications.
Sex education. I feel like some things, are brought to the children's attention they wouldn't even think about. You can teach them one thing at home, but when they go to school, they're just as much influenced by their teachers and their surroundings. And we should have more input to parents.
So this is an issue, right? We've discussed the notion of teaching sex education very early. That was a big debate in Florida. Governor DeSantis said, nope, you're not going to do it here. He was called out for that. Then, rewinding back a little bit, critical race theory has been a huge issue. If you spoke up as a parent at a school board meeting, you were racist, you were a terrorist, all kinds of things. But these are the issues parents care about and what they will be voting on as they head to the polls.
Yes, we as parents care about our children. This transcends racial lines. It transcends political lines. The default setting when we send our children to school and drop them off is we expect them to learn and be safe. And on both of those counts, America's schools have failed us as families. And we are not going to back down because these are our children. No matter what politicians may say, these are not the community's children. These are not the country's children. They're my children. And these administrators will not be there after my child graduates to pick them up off the bathroom floor. I will. Yet we see schools that are undermining this relationship and not teaching them. And that's why so many parents are mad. And I think that's why we're going to see a lot of parents getting out and voting on this issue.
Yeah, and we've cited studies on this program before, Nicole, that talk about the economic damage that this will have for the country as these kids move forward, being behind in their critical thinking, their math and their reading skills, when countries like China were doing none of the things that we were doing. Instead, they were continuing with their discipline and making sure that their kids got ahead. Nicole, great to see you. Thank you.
Thank you.